when you go ahead and figure out a good work-life balance, your productivity is maximized. I came to the US and I realized some people actually go for counseling, for psychological counseling, because it's just too much. It's so much stress. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And thank you very much for being and subscribing. Please click on the subscribe button, and if you can, click on the notification bell as well, so you can get new videos when I upload. Okay, so today's video, basically I want to thank everybody for the support from my last video. Thank you so much for that support. It's really important. Thank you. It's gonna make me keep making more videos when I see the support is great. So thank you so much for the support. In today's video, I know I've already spoken about like tips of when you want to apply to grad school, but in today's video I'm actually going to be talking about ICE, basically for when you actually come into grad school, or even if you're in the uni, if you're in an undergrad, or if you are in a tertiary educational system. Just when you are in school, simple tips that's going to help you go through, because I know for a fact that we need each other, we need support, we need one another, and these are the tips that I feel would be necessary to help you guys. And if you feel this is the kind of content you want to listen to, please continue watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, so we go right into the very first tip. The very first tip that I'll be giving is for you to make a plan. A lot of people come into uni, they don't really, I wouldn't even say a lot of people, me specifically. When I got into uni for my undergrad, I was overwhelmed the very first semester simply because of my anxiety. I was a little bit anxious of what to expect, and I was overwhelmed and got carried away a little bit. I realized that your GPA is something you need to actually go ahead and build from the onset. Some people actually maintain a solid GPA 4.0 from the beginning of their semester till the very last semester. Kudos, whoop, whoop, whoop. I did not do that. I didn't have a solid GPA till the end of my university. So I would say make a plan, and a plan is actually something you should follow through so you can actually get to the finish line. So basically make a plan and follow through with your plan in terms of your schedule, in terms of what you need to achieve year 1, what you need to achieve year 2, what you need to achieve year 3, and what you need to achieve year 4. And those of you who get up to year 5, just make a plan and follow through with that plan. My second tip would be to make a budget. Now, as a student life could be really tough. So please go ahead and make a budget. If you are being funded, most definitely you probably don't need to do any extra work. But if you are not being funded, you need to do some form of extra work to support yourself. So just make a budget for food, stationery, any extra lifestyle you want to have. Make sure you have a budget that's going to sustain you through your uni days. The third idea I want to give is to write down your ideas. Quite a number of people are actually making side hustles. I think in the year 2020, one of the most commonly used words is side hustle. So at the end of the day, make sure you write down your ideas and see how feasible these ideas you have are. Either academic ideas or economic ideas, whatever ideas you might have that would actually be beneficial to you, go ahead and write them down and see how feasible you can implement these ideas. The tip I'll be giving is for you to ask for help. Now, this was something I struggled with for my initial days in grad school, because at the end of the day you might feel like, oh, they might think you should already know this, so you asking for help or you asking for a certain kind of information might make you look stupid. Ask away. Go ahead and ask for that information, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be detrimental to you if you don't ask the question. Just go ahead and ask the question, especially when you are in class. But because you don't want to ask a question, sometimes these professors actually appreciate when you ask a genuine question, because it means you are following, it means you are honestly in doubt, and they would be more than happy to assist you. especially when you want to ask your classmates. I would go ahead and ask my classmate, hey, what the professor just taught, I don't understand. Do you mind breaking it down a little bit for me so I can understand it? Everybody has a different grasping level. Everybody has a different assimilation level. If you didn't understand it then go ahead and ask your colleague. Go ahead and ask the professor during his office hours. Ask when you are in doubt. One more tip I would like to say with regards to ask when you are in doubt is sometimes the reverse could be the case. You could be put on the spot and asked, hey, could you get up and answer this question? It is very okay to say, I do not know the answer to this question, but I'll be more than happy to look into this and get back to you. Well, that's it. You don't need to start fumbling. You don't need to start stressing yourself or feeling dejected or feeling bad. At the end of the day, honestly say, and politely, by the way, say, I don't know the answer to this question and I would more than likely look into this and get back to you. That's it. You don't need to feel terrible about yourself if you don't know a question that has been asked to you, if you don't know the answer to it, basically. Another tip is for you to figure out a work-life balance, because school could be really hard. So you need to go ahead and figure out a life and work balance, where work in this case is schooling or your academics, and life is general life by itself, your lifestyle, your family, and everybody else. Go ahead and figure a great balance between the two and use what works for you, because what worked for me might not be the same that works for you. At the end of the day, you need to maximize your productivity, because when you go ahead and figure out a good work-life balance, your productivity is maximized. Because at the end of the day, when you are stressed, you can talk to your sibling, you can talk to your spouse if you have one, you can talk to your family, your mom, anybody. If you have a bestie, go ahead and talk to your bestie, because I came to the US and I realized some people actually go for counseling, for psychological counseling, because it's just too much. It's so much stress. So if you have people that are a good support system to you that you can actually vent to and they would understand you, go ahead and vent to them. I specifically thank my mom so much, because every little thing I vent to my mom and she calms me down, and I'm so appreciative for my mom. The next step is for you to set up a social media account. I mean, in my previous video when I had a collaboration with Nenye, she said it clearly, and it's typically one straightforward thing. Go ahead and set up a LinkedIn account. Go ahead and, in LinkedIn, you get to have that connection with people you might not even dream of meeting, people who you might not even know to meet. My LinkedIn connections are just a vast, diverse set of people. I am connected with CEOs, I'm connected with MDs. Connect with them. At the end of the day, when you share your profile or you share your qualifications, this same set of people are the same set of people who get to see what you are qualified for. And one good perk about LinkedIn is jobs, internships, connections, networking, all of those good stuff. Go ahead and apply and set up a good LinkedIn with a professional outlook to your LinkedIn. The next point, which is the 7th point I would be giving, is for you to maximize your opportunities to attend conferences. Attend conferences, as it might be local, it might be international. Look at your field and those conferences that are pertaining to your field. You want to go ahead and attend these conferences. And one way to attend these conferences for free is to submit an abstract. All you need to do is find out ways to attend conferences for free. Some of them might be for you to present in the conference. Some of them might be for you to submit an abstract. Some of them might be through your department. So you really are going to make you get free entry, basically you're going to be taken care of. So yeah, attend these conferences and try as much as possible to attend these conferences for free. The next tip I'll be giving is tip number 8, and it's for people who are in STEM. I would say when you start your lab work, you want to go ahead and organize your data accordingly. You want to go ahead and label your specimens or your reactions or anything you are doing in the lab, you want to go ahead and label them accordingly. Go ahead and label them according to their date, according to what you added, what composition you added together or you mixed together. This is the tip that has really gone a long way to help me. Keep a well organized lab notebook. That is not enough. You need to go ahead and label the specimen that you are working with as well, because at the end of the day, if your undergrad is going to be for 4 years and you are doing a specific research for like 2 years or a year, you might forget what you started with in terms of the specimen. You might forget some of the compositions of that specimen. So you really want to go ahead and write down the dates on the specimen and additional information. The bonus tip I will be giving in this, or I would say the last tip I will be giving, is for you to remind yourself why you started. This is a very, very key point, and I know quite a number of people find it like overwhelming at the end of the day and feel like they need to drop out of the whole college situation and come back. But I'll just say, remind yourself why you started. You might be the first graduate in your family. You might be somebody whom your siblings or other younger members of your family are looking up to. You might be somebody who had a dream, and that dream cannot be shattered. That dream cannot just be broken or forgotten simply because of challenges. Challenges come and go, but your dream will always remain the same. So with these tips, I would say that's the end of this video. I really hope these tips were helpful. I'm just sharing my experience, and I hope these tips go a long way in helping people who are already in college or university or grad school. Well, until my next video, bye.